The elevator doors closed. The noise from the paparazzi immediately was blocked out and was replaced with elevator music. It wasn't regular music, it was Christmas themed. Thank God. Guys, this is not a drill. The Jonas Brothers are back, baby. Like, I found the will to live again. It's pretty incredible what they can do. And to celebrate, I thought it would be the perfect time to go back and read my old fan fiction I used to write when I was like 15. But not only that, I'm gonna reenact it. I wrote so many fan fictions in my time. So to give you a bit of background story, because I'm just gonna do a chapter from this. A storyline so far is a girl called Charlotte. She's been texting this boy that she like met online, of course. This is back before catfishing was a thing, and she didn't know that this boy, what name was he? What name did he pretend to have? Oh, it was this Nick. Okay, cool. So Nick, she didn't know that Nick was Nick Jonas, and essentially she's been like talking to him, really likes him, and I decided to meet up. This video is gonna be so fun. I just have so much love and respect for 15-year-old me. Like, she was out here living her best life writing this. Like, boys in real life did not exist. Nick Jonas in my fan fiction, yeah, he was a hunk. So let's get to it. So Charlotte basically, she's meeting Nick somewhere. Doesn't know it's Nick Jonas. Just thinks it's a random boy from her town. It's called Nick. Been talking on MSN. Let's begin, shall we? She walked anxiously to the entrance of the Hilton. The doorman dressed in a black suit opened the glass for her, greeting Charlotte, Merry Christmas. Now, this is cute. The fact it's Christmas themed, anything that's Christmas themed, I'm like, cute. Charlotte walked inside, her heart soaring at the side of the grand lobby. The bright gold glass chandelier hung from the ceiling. Light traveled through the glass of it, reflecting millions of beautiful multicolored diamonds spread against the tan marble floor. Ooh. It's gonna be a lot of adjectives. Everything imaginable was dusted in Christmas decorations. So beautiful. Nowhere else in town looked this beautiful. It really made her feel like it was indeed the jolly season. A few seconds later, Charlotte snapped from the daydream of her Christmas childhood memories and realized the ultimate cause as to why she had come here. How could she have forgotten? Distracted from many shiny things? Got her BlackBerry out of her Gucci handbag and started to text Nick. Hey Nick, I'm at the lobby. Where? Oh, suddenly the BlackBerries knocked out of her hands and slid across the marble floor as a group of grown men pushed past her, very similar to a herd of rhinos. Hey, she said loudly to them, hurrying over to the BlackBerry that lay face down on the marble. She picked it up, looking at the screen. The knock had shut it down. Charlotte turned it back on, standing back up to where the herd of rhinos had ran to. They were all huddled over a sofa that was around 7 meters. I like how specific she is. The sofa was 7 meters away. Not 8, not 6.9, 7 meters. Yeah, 7 meters away from where she was standing. Some of the men were using very large flashy cameras and others had started questioning the sofa. Or maybe someone's sitting in it. No paparazzi, no. I'm waiting for a mate. From Rolling Stone magazine, is it true that you're dating Miley Cyrus? Jonas, what is that ring that you're wearing on your marriage finger? Oh my gosh, one of the Jonas Brothers were just 7 meters away from her. One of the Jonas Brothers! The herd of rhinos were real life Hollywood paparazzi. She felt famous just being in their presence. Should she go over and meet whichever Jonas Brother was there? Were the rest of the Jonas Brothers staying at the Hilton too? Should she ring Nick and tell him to hurry down the lobby because one of the Jonas Brothers was sitting right over there? Girl, how are you not connecting the dots here? You're meeting a boy called Nick in this hotel lobby. You managed to find Nick Jonas in the hotel lobby. Work it out. Surely like there would have been clues along the way. Like I know Catfish, the TV show, wasn't a thing back then, but surely she would have been like, some things don't match. Like, so funny. So funny. All right, I need to keep going because I'm living for this, mind you. 15-year-old me is so sweet. Charlotte's heart started to beat faster and faster with every second passing. Her sight focusing on the paparazzi, waiting for a small gap to appear so she could catch a glimpse of whichever Jonas Brother was sitting right there. Suddenly, a gap appeared as a cameraman was taken away by security. This just comes straight out of the book. Cool. She then spotted him. Scream! Oh my Jonas, it was Nick Jonas sitting there. How amazingly cool. Why did I talk like this? I really hope I didn't talk like this in high school, because this will explain so many reasons why I have so many friends. Should she go over, introduce herself, get a few photos with Nick, you know, all the crazy obsessed fan things, or would the remaining paparazzi rhinos tear her apart for not letting them get a clear photo of Nick? Charlotte looked up from her BlackBerry to the Jonas Brother that was answering many questions from the paparazzi, and then she looked back at her phone. Or she could just ring Nick. Could she? Boy was, no, I'm not dating Miley, we're just friends. Charlotte looked down at her BlackBerry, keeping Nick and the paparazzi in the corner of her eye as she dialed Nick's number. She stood straight and looked over at the Jonas Brother, hoping that he wouldn't leave before Nick arrived. Girl, I really hope he doesn't leave. No, you better hurry. He's not gonna be able to meet Nick in this case. Oh. Rang 2 times for a 007 James Bond ring tune went off near Nick and the herd. Weird, Charlotte thought to herself. She continued to watch them as the line rang another 2 times. Nick Jonas took the BlackBerry out of his pocket and held it to his ear. The line immediately answered. Hey Charlotte. He turned to the paparazzi. Some privacy, please? She could hear Nick say that in the background of the phone. Charlotte couldn't breathe. She let go of the BlackBerry. It dropped to her feet. The back of the phone coming off, it slid across the marble. Hello? You there, Charlotte? Hello? Nick asked him to phone. He looked over at Charlotte's directions, his brown eyes instantly brightening up. Nick put the phone into his jean pocket, walking over to Charlotte. The paparazzi didn't follow him, but simply watched. And so did she. You could see the obvious concern for her in his eyes, but the slight happiness reflected on his delicate face. How much detail are you putting in there? So much is happening, Alysse. So many of the describing words. I can't even follow. I mean, I love the effort. I really do. But what am I reading? But let's get back into the story, shall we? He softly picked up Charlotte's left hand that was resting by her side. Before putting the BlackBerry onto her palm, he slightly pushed Charlotte's fingers into her palm so she had immediate grasp on the phone. Imagine, hold on. Like, push her fingers back into the phone, like ow! Nick looked up from the phone into Charlotte's eyes. He smiled. Before quickly leaning towards her and gently kissing her on the cheek. Click! Went several cameras in the background. Nick smiled, taking her empty hand and leading her away from the herd of rhinos, following them to the elevator. Nick, who's the mystery girl? One of the paparazzi shouted. What happened to Miley? Wow, you sure you have a lot of friends that you kissed, Nick? Isn't one of them meant to get jealous? The elevator doors closed. The noise from the paparazzi immediately was blocked out and was replaced with elevator music. It wasn't regular music, it was Christmas themed. Thank God. I'm really committing to the whole Christmas thing, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, something's my eye. Oh, for real, not just the Jonas Brothers. It's not an excuse. Like, something flew into my eye. Nick leaned towards the floor level keypad and pressed room level 100. Damn, do we have a ball over here? Jeez, that's some cash money. The penthouse level, hey? Charlotte asked. Nick squeezed her hand a little. Yeah. Yes, we wanted to not have separate rooms in a way. Nick said, smiling. Go, Charlotte, what the fuck, Charlotte? Okay, you have just found out this boy called Nick, you thought was like the boy next door, turns out to actually be a Jonas Brother, and you're telling me that the first thing you ask him is what, like, oh, you're staying in the penthouse. Nice. That's the first thing you say? That's the first thing you do? What the hell? Girl, I have so many questions for this boy. I'd be like, sit down, we're having a conversation now. You're answering this now. Maybe she's just playing cool. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Nick walked into the room. So, yeah, this is the penthouse. Nick dug inside his jean pocket, slightly smiling. Oh my God, this place is so pretty and so not like my house. Charlotte grinned. Nick laughed. Well, it's not my house either. Let's take a seat and we can talk. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Nick's the one wanting to talk now. Charlotte doesn't even care the fact that he was a Jonas Brother. It makes it seem like she already knew this whole time there was a Jonas Brother. Like, why is she not saying anything? Why are you not saying anything? Nick laughed. Well, it's not my house either. Let's sit down and we could talk, Nick said. Whack! And just like that, a baseball bat had whacked her in the face. Reality and shock overwhelmed Charlotte's mind and body. She had actually fallen in love with a celebrity. out of the ordinary much. That's how she reacts. Okay, cool. Are you okay, Charlotte? Nick drew questions. He walked over to her, taking her arm as he led Charlotte, that's not a word, Charlotte back over to the white sofas. Charlotte smiled thanks as she sat down, Nick sitting on the couch opposite her. So, yeah. He looked over at her, staring into her eyes as if they were diamonds. I think I should start explaining myself. Nick looked down. Charlotte sat paralyzed on the couch, though she was hanging on to every word he was saying. She had been doing that a lot lately. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't really say anything before. I just wanted to see, well, whether or not I get to know someone without them really knowing who I am. Nick's eyebrows raised. If that makes any sense. He mumbled to himself before glancing back up to her. Charlotte barely managed to nod. He continued. Everything I said, it wasn't a lie. Apart from who I was. Apart from who I was. Which is fucking everything, by the way. Yes, my favorite color is still blue. Hold on, before we go any further. Like, yeah, I did lie about a whole relationship, but my favorite color is blue. So I think I'm in the clear here. Peace out. Bye. I can't believe I wrote that. This is so funny. I'm sorry, Nick, but this is some fuckboy behavior. Okay, we need to continue. But, this is Nick. But I did use my best friend Jaden for the phone calls and all the video calls between us. My brothers warned me so many times to stop it before I got in too deep. But I couldn't. But I really wish I could tell you, but I knew I couldn't. He looked down at his feet. I had to know more about that. Nick looked up from his shoes into Charlotte's eyes. I mean, never mind. He smiled, looking up to Charlotte's face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love how my boy's voice isn't the same. It just changed. So sorry. Charlotte bit her lips, smiling. You're such a sweet guy. She said under her breath. I'm like absolutely like caught off guard by like all of this. Like to me, you're basically the same guy that I was talking to on MySpace. MySpace? Oh my god. Oh my god. Charlotte grinned. But like you're cuter and like Nick Jonas and you're like 3D. Bitch, also 3D. Isn't it 5D, 6D? It's not 3D, bitch. Also the MySpace comment. That's how you truly know. If this was done in 2019, you'd just be like, look, I know you lied to me, but like, I know you're basically the same guy that I met on Instagram. You're basically the same guy that I met on Tinder. No, bitch. You're the same guy that I met on MySpace. And apparently she's really happy that he's 3D. So I'm really happy for you, Charlotte. I'm really happy that's a checkbox that you're looking for in a man. That's yeah. Charlotte and Nick both laughed. You're not mad at me? Nick asked. It was like he's prepared for the worst, and oh, how much she loved that about him. I'm a little confused, but like, no, not mad. She smiled as they both got up from the couches and walked over to each other. Hold on, wait. It made it sound like they were like here, and now apparently they've been sitting on entire separate corners of the room, and now they're getting up to talk to each other, like, oh, now you want to hug and stuff. It made it seem like they were like going, like looking into each other's eyes, like, oh, now you kiss. But no, they're separate different corners of the room, bitch. Like, they ain't anywhere near each other. Love your writing, Alysse. A big fan. They both got up from the couches and walked over to each other. Charlotte grinned, hugging him. She could smell, oh god, Nick's comforting scent. She felt so safe with him despite the circumstances. Finally met Nick. Maybe not the Nick she had planned on meeting, but she couldn't complain. Yeah, girl, you can't complain. He's a fucking Jonas Brother. I can't believe I met you over the net. I can't believe I met you over the net. How'd you guys meet? We met over the net. You know, that's what I'm gonna say next time, like I date someone from Tinder or something. Someone else, hey, how'd you guys meet? And I'll be like, we met on the net. That sounds so old. Nick softly smiled, his dusted brown eyes connected to hers. Charlotte, just promise me, no matter what happens or who you meet, you won't change. He said softly. Won't change, promise. Charlotte smiled. Tight. Nick held her hand before squeezing it gently. He swooped across her cheek, and for the second time that day, he kissed her on the cheek. We're gonna have such a great time this Christmas. I can teach you the guitar, like meet my brothers. And maybe we could even write a song together. And for the millionth time today for Charlotte, squeal! Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a chapter and a half. Reading that makes me so happy. Like this, writing that fan fiction when I was like 15, 16, whatever, was like the highlight of high school. That makes me so happy. Like it's terrible, but it's great, but it's terrible. Like reenacting it, like so fun. I had a ball. I knew that chapter would like be the easiest to sort of reenact in a way. I don't know what it's gonna look like when I put it together, but all I want to do now is go back and like reenact like the rest of it. Like I've literally got like chapters and chapters, like they do go to the snow and then some things happen. So funny. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Do you ever like write fan fiction? Is this, or am I just like by myself over here with this one? Because I can delete this video. You never saw anything. I'll just Men in Black you. I'll just go, oh look, oh sorry, you're watching a Shane Dawson's conspiracy video instead. Well, there you go. Happy Jonas Brothers are back. Celebration. It's basically Christmas here in this household. It's Christmas here. In this story. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey Joe, if things don't work out for Sophie, call me. Oh, thank God your favorite color really is blue. I was so worried. Thank God. Everything's fine. Let's make it